Good day, friends! Have you been enjoying the winter and the snow? I've been enjoying going on walks in the woods to see all of my woodland friends. The project that I have for us today is inspired by my views from the forest. We're going to be creating a snowy tree landscape painting. Let's get prepared for our craft this week, and let's grab from our box the following items: the light blue paper, the black and white paint pots, and of course a paintbrush. We might also want to grab some sort of napkin since we will be painting, and I want to make sure I have something to wipe my hands with if things get messy. Once we're all set up, our first thing we're going to do is paint in our tree and our branches. Let's grab our black paint as well as your paintbrush. We do have a marker in our craft kit as well if you'd feel more comfortable using that, but I'm going to be using my paintbrush. What I'm going to do is start in the middle of my canvas and create a tree trunk first. I'm going to be painting upside down so that it's easier for you to see. Tree trunk. Trees are a lot of fun to paint because of how beautiful and unique each one is. Just like snowflakes or people, trees are one of a kind. Sometimes their trunks can be a little bit wobbly, or they're taller, and sometimes they have notches in it. This is your tree and you can design it however you would like. Just going to be filling this in. Feel free to have fun with this. There, this looks like it's almost done. Once your trunk is all set, we can move onward and upward to painting the branches. If you're still working on the trunk, that's okay. Take as much time as you need, and remember, you can pause this video at any time. We all create at different speeds. Now, when I think about painting branches, I think of a lot of Y shapes. I think about the branches splitting and getting smaller and smaller. You can really express yourself with this and make the branches smaller or larger or a bit crooked, maybe some hanging down because of the weight of the snow. And just start adding your branches. You can really be creative with this and just let the branches flow. Creating a lot of Y shapes here with the branches. And don't be afraid to grab more paint if your brush is running out. And just keep adding branches until you are happy with your tree. Like mine's almost all set here. Now, let's also add in a line for the ground since we're really making a landscape here. Wherever the base of your tree is, let's go ahead and draw some lines going horizontal on either side of the trunk. And make sure that your paintbrush is nice and full. Just add some light little lines here. And also, just to add some extra details, because I'm having so much fun with my paint, I'm going to paint in some tree roots. I want this piece to look a bit more like a surreal painting. With surrealism, artists paint things you wouldn't see in real life, sort of like fantasy scenes. You usually can't see the roots under the ground in real life, but let's add in lines that look like branches. Roots are very similar and they still make that Y shape. And I'm going to make them a little bit smaller. I'm just having a lot of fun with this here. And just lightly adding in some strokes. These are much smaller than my branches, but You can make the roots however you would like. There. I think that my tree looks pretty great. When you think that your tree looks great too, let's take a break to let it dry before we start adding in the snow. I'm gonna go to the sink and wipe the black paint off of my brush and also make some hot chocolate while I wait. If you peek inside your craft kit, I threw in a little treat for you too, so you can take a hot chocolate break with me. I hope you enjoy, and I will be back very soon. This is some good hot chocolate. Now that my tree is all dry and my paintbrush is clean, I'm going to go ahead and grab the white paint and start adding in the snow. We are going to be painting our fingers and using them just like stamps. And what's neat about using our fingers as stamps is that we can create different sizes depending on what fingers we use. If I use my thumb, I can create a bigger pile of snow, but my pinky will create a smaller bit of snow. And instead of dipping our fingers into the paint, since I know it is a little paint pot, we can use the brush to get paint right on our fingers. Let's take some white paint with our brush and start painting our fingers. Alright, just adding some. You can be a little messy with this. Doesn't have to cover your fingers completely. Alright. Got a good amount of paint on there. Once your fingers are painted like this, and don't worry, you don't have to paint all of them, we can start adding the snow to our tree. I'm going to start on the branches and work downward. Big one up there. Some of them might not look exactly like fingerprints, but that's also okay. And remember to reapply the paint when you don't have enough. And nothing has to be perfect. We're creating something that you like. We are experimenting with our art right now. And now let's work our way down the tree. I already kind of did, but let's add some more down here. It's as much as you'd like. Now that we have the snow on our branches, we can continue to add some snow down on the ground. You can't have a snowy tree without some snow beneath it. So let's add some more paint to our fingers here by using our paintbrush. And make sure you have enough paint on your fingers too. All right, I'm going to start adding some snow. Now I'm adding some more snow around the base of the tree trunk because sometimes the snow will build up around the trunk when it blows in the wind. I'm just going to add a little bit more, but I'm really liking it so far. Right, I am quite pleased with my art so far, so I'm going to stop here, but make sure that you take all the time that you need to finish. I'm going to go wash off my hands in the meantime. Now, for the finishing touches, and because I love to add in some detail, we can complete our surreal snowy landscape by painting in some beautiful snowflakes. There are so many ways to paint snowflakes, but I will show you how I paint them. Each snowflake is unique and different, and I think that is so beautiful. You can really paint them however you would like. I paint mine by making little crisscrosses like this. Like little stars. And now I'm going to continue painting them on my canvas until I'm happy with the amount of snowflakes that I have. Maybe one over here to balance out the canvas. These are some large snowflakes. I painted some smaller ones on my last example piece. So maybe I'll paint a little bit less just because they are larger. I'm just doing some crisscrossing motions for the snowflakes. I'll add in a couple more. There, and maybe one more at the very top. Show the snow falling. I think that looks great. I hope you are proud of what you have created today too, because I am also very proud of you. And again, if you'd like to share your beautiful masterpieces with me and my friends at the Wood Theater, make sure to tag us on Instagram or Facebook or send an email. Goodbye for now, and I will see you next week where we will make some paper roll penguins.